Everyone assumes Baton Rouge is just one big city, but it's really four completely different worlds. North gives you that suburban growth story with some of the top performing school districts in the state, according to niche.com. South is all about the lifestyle, the walkability, the restaurants, and really just being close to everything. East is where you find the most new construction and the most space for your dollar. And west, across the bridge, the Mississippi River, is one of the most interesting value plays in the entire metro. I've been in real estate here in Baton Rouge for over 15 years, and today I'm breaking down all four so you can find the area that actually fits your lifestyle and your budget. And stay with me, because one of these zones has a price trend you are not going to want to miss. Before we get into each direction, you need to understand something about how Baton Rouge actually works, because it's not like most cities. The river cuts off the entire western side. The city grew in corridors along Highland and Perkins, east along I-12, and north into communities that eventually became their own cities entirely. And the biggest thing most people that are relocating here don't know, in Louisiana, parishes run everything. Your school districts, your property taxes, flood zones, building codes, they all change at the parish line. So when I say cross into Livingston Parish going east or cross into Ascension Parish going south, that feeling is just different. I'm talking about a genuine different governmental structure that will affect your taxes, your school, and your insurance. That's why understanding the four directions here is actually more important than it might be in other cities. Now let's take a look, quick picture of why this market matters. Baton Rouge is the capital of Louisiana. State government is one of the largest employers in the region. Beyond that, LSU brings over 35,000 students and massive economic activity to the city. Southern University, one of the largest HBCUs in the country, is also right here. The petrochemical corridor along the river, ExxonMobil, the largest American refinery, is here, along with BASF, Dow, Shell, and others. That's a major driver of high income employment here. A growing medical corridor, Our Lady of the Lake Regional Medical Center and Baton Rouge General are major employers here. Also as well, you have Turner Industries and other industrial contractors round out a strong blue collar and skilled trade base. The median home sales price here in the Baton Rouge area is around $270,000, which is below the national average. The question is, which part of the metro gives you the best opportunity right now? Let's start with North Baton Rouge. And I want to be specific because North Baton Rouge means different things depending on who you ask. When I talk about North, I mean everything north of Florida Boulevard and I-110 corridor. And this is where you start to find two of the most talked about communities in the entire metro. The city of Zachary and the city of Central. The vibe here is suburban growth. These communities have built real identities of their own. Zachary is about 30 minutes north of downtown Baton Rouge. It's its own city, government, its own services, and its own school district. Zachary Community School District has been consistently ranking among the top performing school districts in the state according to niche.com. Central's right there too. It has very good top rated schools according to niche.com, which has incorporated its own city as well in 2005. And Central is booming right now along with Zachary. Price-wise, in Zachary, you're looking at roughly around $315,000 for the average price in Zachary. And in Central, it jumps up to $385,000 for the median sales price. And that is mostly due to the acreage that's being sold with a home as well. North Baton Rouge is a great fit for people who want newer construction, more square footage per dollar, and access to a highly rated school district. If you work in the northern part of the metro or from home, the commute math gets even better. The further north you go, like Pride, the median sales price goes up to around $465,000. And really, that is mostly due to the acreage because that area is very rural being sold in the area. New development is very active here. You have Americana in Zachary that has a master plan community, has a YMCA on the property with tennis courts, a gym. It also has on the property a kids carousel, which is a daycare in the community, restaurants like you can walk to, and homes start out in the Zachary area in Americana in the higher 400s. Then homes in Central, you have the settlement at Shoe Creek. You can walk to restaurant, shops, the grocery store, and so much more. Homes start out around $290,000 in the settlement at Shoe Creek. There is land up here, builders to work with, and they're using it. If you want rural, then you may want to look for land in the Zachary or the Central area. Now, commute, if your job is downtown from Zachary, you're looking at roughly around 30 minutes in normal conditions. I-110 southbound in the mornings can stack up, so factor that in. And in Central Louisiana to downtown Baton Rouge, you're looking at roughly around 25 minutes. The trade-off is straightforward. More space, newer construction, top-tier school districts, but you're gonna have to drive. And by the way, if you're new to this channel, my name is Sharon and I specialize in helping people relocate to the Baton Rouge area. Whether your move is 30 days out or 6 months away, we'd love to help you get it right. Everything you need to reach us is in the description below and popping up on the screen right now. So if you have any questions about your move, definitely reach out to me. Now let's talk about South Baton Rouge. Now, if North Baton Rouge is the growth story, South Baton Rouge is all about the lifestyle. South Baton Rouge runs along Highland Road, Perkins Road, and the Bluebonnet corridor south of downtown. This is where you feel the energy of the city. LSU is right here, University Lakes, some of the most established sought-after neighborhoods in the entire metro is right in South Baton Rouge. The vibe is walkability, character, and convenience. You can grab coffee, hit a trail at one of the Breck City parks, or just take a walk or a bike ride along the LSU lakes. Be at a restaurant all within a very short distance. In the most established pockets neighborhoods like Southdowns and the Garden District, you're looking at prices starting around the lower 300s. These are mature neighborhoods with real character, and demand stays consistently strong. When a well-priced home hits the market in this area, it does not last long. And now, the area that doesn't always get the spotlight it deserves. West Baton Rouge. To get to West Baton Rouge, you have to cross the I-10 bridge over the Mississippi River, heading west into West Baton Rouge Parish. In West Baton Rouge, you have Port Allen, Ruley, and Addis. This is a completely different parish with its own government, its own school district, and its own pace of life. Totally different vibe. The vibe here, though, is going to be affordability and proximity. You are literally minutes from downtown Baton Rouge. The commute is just a bridge. The prices are in a completely different category from the East Bank. The median home sales price here is roughly around $175,000, which makes this one of the strongest entry points opportunities in the whole metro area. The Oaks community, after you cross over the bridge, is older homes with a ton of character. The streets are beautifully lined with these beautiful oak trees, and the pricing depends on the updates, whether it's been renovated or not. You can get it from as low as the low 200s, and it usually goes up to the high early 300s in this community. Then you have Port Allen. It's a small town with a lot of character. Bruley is even smaller, but has more established community with Bruley Oaks, and prices are around the mid 300s in Bruley Oaks. Addis is seeing newer developments coming in like Sugar Mill Plantation, and they start out in the lower 300s. Now y'all, we need to talk about the bridge. The I-10 Mississippi River Bridge is one of the most consistently congested bottleneck areas in the entire state of Louisiana. Morning eastbound and evening westbound, plan for it. It could take a long time to get across the bridge. If you're working downtown or on the East Bank, that commute is real and you have to be honest with yourself about it. But if you work in the petrochemical corridor or on the west side of Baton Rouge, Exxon, BASF, Dow, and any related facilities running along the Mississippi River here, or if you can work remotely, the math completely changes here. Property values in West Baton Rouge continue to climb upwards. West Baton Rouge is a great fit for buyers who want the best price per square foot for the metro, are connected to the industrial corridor on the West Bank, or work from home and don't mind getting on that bridge is a part of their daily routine here. All right, y'all, let's bring all of this together. North gives you suburban growth, newer construction, larger lots, and consistently high-performance school districts with a drive as a trade-off. South Baton Rouge gives you lifestyle, walkability, proximity to LSU and the medical corridor, and established neighborhood character at a premium with tight inventory. East Baton Rouge gives you newer construction, more space, more accessible pricing, with the I-12 commute is the equation here. West Baton Rouge gives you the lowest entry price in the entire metro and quick access to downtown once you're over the bridge, with the I-10 bridge being the thing you need to plan around. There is no single best area. The right place depends on where you work, what your budget looks like, and what your daily life actually needs to feel right for you. If you want help figuring out which of these areas actually make sense for your specific situation, reach out to me. We'll work through where you're working, what you're looking for, and what your budget is, and make sure you're spending time on the right properties in the right areas. All of my contact information is in the description below and on the screen is popping up right now. If you want to know more about the different communities here, I'm linking my video on the top master plan communities in the area. See you on the next one.